dun, dun, dun.
We're back!
We are back. Look at us. It's the famous four. That's what I should have said, not the magnificent four. Is it the famous four? Was that the like the Marvel thing or the Avengers thing?
That
or
was the
something?
Fantastic Four.
Yes,
Yeah.
even better,
Then
Ray.
there was the Magnificent Seven.
Yes, the Magnificent
okay.
Seven. I've heard John. That's what all his girlfriends used to call him. The Magnificent Seven.
I knew that was coming.
That's what she said.
You're getting me mixed up with Ray. Ray over here, he's the one that's the Magnificent Eight.
Oh, why is that, Ray? Look, but we've started on the completely wrong foot. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome. It's Tuesday. Sometimes it's Tuesday. I don't think we're going to get one today because there was one last week. And as you know, an almighty mess up. Nothing to do with these guys. They turned up sick and straight out of bed and everything. We couldn't get it to work. So apologies on the behalf of the team. But I'm back. The boys are back. The Fantastic Four are here. There's no twos. I have been doing the old refresh. But slight change of format because, as you can see right below me, my amazing friend Mr. John Scar. We're going to lead with John today in a nice way. John, we're going to kick off. Well, it's all going to kick off with the judging of the John. So you know what I'm talking about, boys, don't you? Guilty. Because we normally start with the news. We're going to come back and do the news after this because it just kind of works easier for now. Is that right, John? Are we happy with that?
Yeah, that works for me. Yep.
Brilliant. Before we do that, let's just waste half an hour finding out what we've been doing. He's only got half an hour. Oh, Ray, how are you, my friend? Have you had a good week? 4 weeks, I think it's been since I was around last.
Yeah. Well, first of all, good to have you back. Congratulations. If you guys didn't know, last Tuesday, Rock's daughter graduated from university. So congratulations.
Ray, she got a first an honors degree and a first for her dissertation, which
Wow.
I mean, bearing in mind, none of us, she was the first one in the entire family for generations that ever went to university. So we're deeply proud.
Congratulations. I just wanted to start that off. And then, guys, what I've been doing, I'm now back into playing Outriders. I've been playing a lot of PUBG. I've been doing a lot of golfing. There's guys getting a lot of hole-in-ones. And then what else have I been? And then just playing stuff on other platforms. But that's what I've been doing, man. And getting ready. I'm getting ready to, me and my wife. My wife told me that she booked the flights, and we're going to fly down to San Diego at the end of the month to celebrate my son's birthday.
Wow.
So that's what I got going on. And
Nice.
then just dealing with this heat. This heat is all over USA, all over Europe. You guys, please make sure you bring bottled water. Stay out of the heat. All right?
Yeah, good shout. Good shout, my friend. William. Mr. We need to start calling you Mr. 4K.
yeah. I've heard that on Twitter, actually. I've been up to all kinds of stuff, man. I've been doing some live streaming, built me a PC, finally got the Samsung gaming hub, all kinds of good stuff.
Ooh,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Nice. That's good. You've been playing on it? Is it working okay?
Yes, actually. It's actually pretty awesome. I'm going to do an in-depth review that I'm going to post on my channel over it.
Cool.
It is incredible. The ease of access to be able to switch from this and that and to jump right into the gaming. I mean, I paid $1 and I got to jump on xCloud and their whole library for $1 for a month. So really cool.
They are like McDonald's, aren't they? Did you sure you didn't get a little book and a toy with it as well?
I ate it.
You got the big MX. That's brilliant. Interestingly enough, I had a look at Utomic the other day because you know that was the other. There's like GFN, Stadia, and Utomic. So I had a look at them and I was disappointed because actually what they very quickly because we need to get on with John. He's going to get upset. But they were, they've got this game subscription service which is like 1,360 games. So I was like, oh wow, man, 1,360 games to stream. You got to download those games. I have to install them. So the service that's on Samsung is their only cloud offering, and it has 100 games. That's it.
Wow, that's different than what's on PC.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only
and you have
service
to
I'm
pay.
not signed up for.
Yeah, and you have to pay $2 more than their PC service for the Samsung offering as well.
Wow.
So they've got to go some to catch up with the other fellas. But it's good to have a look. And and very quickly, because I've got to get on with John. He's going to get so upset with us, guys.
I'm not going to get upset.
John wearing his beautiful Canada top.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yes, look at that. Beautiful.
Hey.
Now, I made sure, because last time I got put through the ringer, I was wearing the same shirt as I was in my game that I reviewed. So although it may be a similar color, it's not the same shirt this time. So I made sure.
Yeah, sure, right. You quickly dyed it, fellas. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being proud of your country. I wish I could wear my flag, but it just looks like a bunch of nationalist fascists now. They've hijacked our flag, the evil swines. Brilliant chat. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I know it's been a long time. So many friends. Right at the very top, Ray has rejoined as a member. I am so pleased to have you back in Team Rock, Ray. Thank you so much for that, my friend. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. And Anthony is in. It's going to be epic. And if Anthony says so, it will be, I can assure you. We got Lo-Fi Monk. Listened to your show the other day, my friend. Absolutely superb. You're doing a cracking job. Thank you. My friend Dre from Spain, who is probably melted by now. Bless you, my friend, for popping in.
Really
it's
hot.
not good out, I tell you. In parts of
I
Europe.
hope the family's feeling better. They all came down sick.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry about that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you don't want to be getting all that stuff going on. Dandroid, he was melting, but he's got an amazing Xbox fridge. I saw him one of his shorts. So he's all right. He's going to crack open the lemon Fanta, apparently. Yeah, thank you so much for the kind words. And Raven got cloud validation. He's, this guy wins all the tournaments. He's absolutely an amazing gamer. And some interesting FIFA observations from CV as well. You guys have all spotted on Twitter. Who else we got? We got Clive. Clive's popping in again. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Brilliant show last night, as always. I think it's probably a lot warmer where Clive is than where I am. We got Al Davis music, sorry, and good to see you too. Thank you. Who else we got here quickly? Oh, look, Sierra's joined us. Mrs. SPG. We're doing fantastic. Thank you so much. And young Dave Wilson. Howdy to you. Right, let's get on because he's going to start foaming at the mouth. He's not going to be happy about it. We brought it on very briefly, and now we'll bring it on proper for Judge John. John, what are you judging this week?
Well, Rock, first, let me tell you this. It's been several weeks since I've been able to do Judge John's joystick of judgment, and my joystick has been bulging. Oh my gosh, in anticipation here. So I am finally excited and ready to let it all go, and we are going to look at My Little Pony, a Maritime Bay Adventure. Yes, that is right. We are throwing a little bit of our good family fun in the show here. We're trying to keep the rating PG-ish, PG-13 maybe.
It's too late. Crack on.
Too late.
Avoid that mature rating. But regardless, our good friends at Outright Games have brought us on Stadia, My Little Pony, a Maritime Bay Adventure. Now, this game originally released on other platforms in May, and then about a month or two later here, so it's about a month and a half, we got it on Stadia. And boy, if you are a fan of this newly animated series, you'll definitely love this. I know when I did my stream there were a couple of what they call bronies in the chat. Those are, I guess, bros who like My Little Pony.
Brody!
Brody, that's right. No, never be shy. You like what you like, and be proud, right? Yeah.
I mean, are you a fan of the TV show, John? Or is it just out of interest?
No, not really. I mean, maybe about 35 years ago or 40 years ago when this was on TV as a cartoon in the 80s and whatnot. I may have watched it with my my friends or my sister or something like that. But I haven't saw My Little Pony in a long time, but it's just as I remember all these years later. Yeah. This is so we're going to look at this here. We've got 5 different categories to the way that we look at it. So the first one is, how quickly can you get into the game from your library? And I think this really excels. It's pretty much like a one button push here. You're going in and
wait a minute, all this, what's he doing? Just collecting stars? Is that the game?
Well, yeah, hold on. Let me.
You can get in your pony extremely fast, John.
You know what? Hold your horses. Wait till I get to it, right? And I want to make a side note here. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I want to make mention that during this stream, unprovoked, there were several people in here making references to the cowboy being a pony. Now, I don't know what they're talking about, but the cowboy was mentioned quite a bit in the stream there. Again, unprovoked, something with pony. So, cowboy, if you're watching, you're going to have to take that up with those in the chat. But getting back on to the subject here, how quickly can you get into the game from your library? It's easy. It's just a few buttons, press, and you're right into the game. Nothing difficult or anything that you have to configure. It's just straight into the game. So I'm going to give that, it's a 5 out of 5. I mean, it's definitely, this game is really oriented towards younger children first. So, outright games, making it always, as easy as possible for the family and the friends and the young and old to get into the game here. So we're going to give that a 5 out of 5.
Am I the only one that finds that blue pony slightly attractive? Is it just
Rock,
just me?
You got some issues there, man. Rock. Seriously, I think you've been out underneath that UK sun for too long.
I don't know if it's the horn or what it is. It's doing it. I'm not sure.
So, and this also, as you can see here during the stream that we've seen here, simple button presses, they make it easy for you to know what to do. And you start off early here learning what each of the buttons do by collecting these different, see stars and the paintbrush and various different things. There's also saves in the game here that'll happen early and quite often. So again, if you do happen to get stuck, or the younger ones do get stuck in the game, it's never far off from where you left off. So you're not going to have to go and backtrack, for 10 or 5-10 minutes. It's within maybe a minute or two at most of where you might have, left off there. You can see, like, you can kick the trees and shake the stars out of the trees there. So when we look at it for, save wise, I'm going to say I'll give that a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Yep. Pretty fair there.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, this is a casual gamer's delight. Again, nothing difficult. You're using your thumbstick. You're using a couple of buttons here to jump or bring out these flowers that can use them as trampolines. It's really straightforward. There's not really going to be any difficult. Even the younger ones would have, not really a difficult time with this. So I'm going to give that, how easy is it to play? I'm going to give that a 4. Again, a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good here. Our next category, is it rewarding? So there are achievements in the game, and if memory serves me correct, look at that. You can see I was getting an achievement right there in the stream. I believe there are 13 achievements, and from what I hear in the achievement community, if you do a speed run, you can get them all in about an hour. Again, obviously, the game's made for younger audience, so it's not all about, getting those achievements as fast as you can. So there are different achievements here that you can get. I think during my stream, I might have gotten 4 or 5. I did an hour stream there. So, if you're an achievement hunter and you just got to have those achievements, this is an easy game I suppose, that you could get. I know there's a 30-minute trial on this one, and not an hour, because I think Outright Games may have learned their lesson on one of the previous. They gave a 60-minute trial, and people were just running it to get all the achievements here. So
John would never mention that on anybody's stream.
I would never ever mention that.
You wouldn't be doing that.
So as far as progressing your character, I mean, there really isn't like any leveling up or things like that. So overall, I'm probably gonna give this we'll go with a 3.5 out of 5.
3.5. Okay.
Yes, 3.5.
Did we do value for money? We haven't done that one yet, have we?
No. Yep. So we're on our little final point here. Value for money if you're not a pro subscriber. So I believe the price on this game, if I remember correctly, is $39.99 US, 49 Canadian, and probably $34 in the UK. All around that same area there. If you're a fan of My Little Pony, if you've got kids or nieces and nephews, and they like the series, and I think it's a fair shot. You'll probably get, like, for the younger ones, if they take their time and they don't rush through it and they enjoy and they listen to everything, you're probably got about 3 to 4 hours worth for them of the game. And of course, they can always go back and replay it. There's a multiplayer component to the game. There's mini games that while you play, you unlock. So you can play those with a friend. I believe there's about 4 or 5 of those mini games that you can play. And one of them here, again, what a coinky dink. We're right here.
Look at that. We plan it this way,
folks. What the hell
is
wrong with those bunnies?
I know. So one of the games here is going to be like herding the bunny. So I think here I'm actually collecting to get the other bunny. But
why do you want to hurt the bunnies? I don't understand.
No. Herd. Herd, not hurt. You never hurt animals.
How do you herd the bunnies? You don't kick them like a tree, do you?
No, we don't.
Use pony.
We're going to herd the bunnies there. Look at that. I'm collecting a carrot here. Wow. And it's just, fun little mini games for kids to see who can get the most bunnies, like put them in their pen and whatnot. So overall, is it value for the money? If you're getting this, I would say for, again, a younger audience, your younger children, nieces, nephews, whatever, I would say I would give this a value for the money. I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
It's not bad. Again, if you're like a hardcore gamer and you're looking for a challenge, I mean, really, you're not even going to look at this game.
Right.
But this isn't going to give you a challenge. But definitely for that younger audience or for bronies, this game would be right up their alley.
Awesome. Well, by my judgment, or your judgment, in fact, that gives it a 20.5 out of 25. Ooh. So that's inside the 20 to 25 bracket, which is a must buy, or worth buying. Outright Games have got a definite style, John, haven't they?
It's, they definitely do. They know the audience. They know their brands. Oh, so look, here's the mini game here. See me collecting all these little bunnies up and herding them over. So kids like younger having fun with this. Imagine this them playing and smashing the controller over the other person's head and pushing them and elbowing them and stuff like that.
Do you know, John? Is this connected with any like recent is this based on the recent cartoon or a recent movie?
I think it's based off the recent animated series. I'm not sure if there was there a movie earlier this year. I know the animated series I know, like, it's related to that, so people they'll recognize the different characters, and I'm not 100% sure if the voices are the exact same, but I think they did a good job on it. And again, they know their audience here, and they never make it too difficult and just fun for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, it looks good. The style, the graphic style, very similar to my my time on Frog Island as well, I thought. But a little bit more polished. I mean, you can definitely see a progression, I think, with Outright from game to game. It's just getting a little bit more polished in terms of what they're doing. So that's great. 20 and a half out of 25.
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm just playing for time while I find the video. Here it is. Yeah. Guilty. Brilliant stuff. Thank you, John. Are you okay for the next couple of minutes, or have you got
Sure,
to,
yeah, I'm good here for another 10 minutes.
slip off as soon as you can? No worries. So I thought we'd move over to the news now, because we've got some news. What do you reckon, fellas? Should we do a bit of news?
Yep.
The news. There, that's the banner. I don't think we haven't got a video for news, have we? Because we just normally launch into it. But there's no twos, so that's okay. That's all happened. We've got see, the thing is, we've not been around for a little while, so some of the news that I was going to cover, it's sort of a bit stale, so I thought we'd whip through it quickly, because like, for example, DC League of Super Pets is live on Stadia. Is that your kind of game, fellas? Is that another outright game?
Yes, yeah, it's another outright game, and that's again based upon an upcoming movie at the end of the month. So so they're tying all those things in. They know, kids will want to go see the movie, play the game, and all that fun stuff.
Oh, Anthony sent your message, John.
What's interesting? What's interesting is that, let me just close that screen and pull this one. What's interesting is they're now getting to develop games ahead of launch. So, and they've been haven't been going that long, have they? 2017, I think.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
fairly new studio, aren't they?
Right?
Yeah. So initially they were obviously going and negotiating. Look, could we get the rights to this existing IP? Now they're working with studios that are saying, we've got this game coming out, this film coming out in a year or 2 years. Do you want to do a game around it? So they're going up in terms of kudos, I suppose.
Yeah. I think that's really smart, because again, it's the hand in hand. Oh, maybe if they didn't even know about the game, they go see the movie, then they learn about the game. So they're like, oh, I like the movie, I want to play the game, or vice versa, right?
Yeah.
So it's great, like they used to do. Remember way back when it used to be like a game would come out when there was a movie come out as well, whether the game was good or not. But this is great to see.
It's also superb. They've got such a great relationship with Stadia, haven't they? I know that in the past there's been some confusion over what is or isn't coming to Stadia, but I know, John, the guys, and they're really adamant. They want to bring stuff to Stadia. What's great is
watching young kids playing these games. If you guys go on YouTube, you can see younger kids enjoying these games, and at the end of the day, that's nothing like sitting back and watching your kids having fun.
That's a good point. Good point, my friend. And I think one day they're going to be they're going to surprise us all with like a massive AAA title. I think they're building momentum, they're building money, they're building resources, they're building their reputation. Sooner or later, I think they're going to turn around and go, and we've got this amazing game we're building. It's coming out next year and it's going to be on Stadia. I genuinely feel that.
Yeah, definitely.
Chat Stadia makes a good point. So Outright Games was Google's investment to convert young gamers to cloud gamers before they get to consoles. That way, kids won't accept downloads or updates. Yeah.
Now,
good point.
What I find interesting about that is that we all started gaming somewhere, and we're very nostalgic for where we started. Well, somebody who started on Stadia, that's going to be their retro. I mean, it's
exactly right.
Yeah, one day it will be retro for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's going to be a whole generation of gamers that will say, what? You actually had to have a disc and download or put it in, or this cartridge thing? Like, it'll be so foreign to them. But that's...
It'll be like that Back to the Future clip where Marty walks up to the arcade and they go, "You have to use your hands? What?"
It's so true. Anthony makes a good point. He says, "I think the end of next year, Stadia will bring a lot of big titles." Yeah,
I don't know. You might get some news tomorrow, so stay tuned.
Oh yes, Ray. Just out of interest, because why not? What do you may as well say? What are you basing that on?
I've seen Stadia do retweets about FIFA, There's been some pictures with the Stadia name, but like I said, it's speculation.
That's FIFA on the phone. Hang on.
That's right. You know,
they want to know if it's okay to use your likeness.
We'll see, but we all know one of the greatest sports games on the planet is FIFA 23.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm just keeping my toes and my fingers crossed because that would just be so awesome if that game comes to Stadia.
Yeah,
and just think, right? You know, Stadia's gonna be. Well, I don't want to jump the gun here. Stadia's going to be launching in another territory this year. What great, would be an awesome title to launch along with, right? In a country that is
they
highly,
love their football. Love their football.
Yeah, no, that's true. Mexico. They haven't given a date yet, have they, for launch there? It's later this year, is all they've said, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stadia FIFA 23 for sure. Press access on the Electronic Arts site shows Stadia as a platform. Yep, absolutely. Yep. And you're expecting some news tomorrow on that, Ray, aren't you?
Yeah, they're supposed to announce some more stuff on there. So, like I said, man, I'm not gonna sit here and say anything, but I mean, I'm just saying if it does happen, that's gonna be awesome. So
good to
get ready.
Yeah, it's good to speculate.
I think that's a really big get. I know, we kind of talked about it before about some people being sad about, as far as we know, Madden, isn't coming to Stadia this year. But when you look at everything, you look at the numbers, and you even look at the poll that Stadia put out saying, what game do you want to go on sale next for you to buy? They had FIFA and Madden, and FIFA more than had a double response. You look at the sales, and it blows Madden out of the water as far as sales. So it's their surefire winner. It's a safe bet for EA to put FIFA on Stadia because they even put a yearly release out on Switch that is like an old retro build, right? Like it's below like even the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of the game, and it still sells well enough for them to do that year after year. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention here, what I think would be totally awesome, and I don't know, I'm sure it's a very low probability, but if they could release FIFA 23 as a Stadia Pro title, that would just be phenomenal. That would totally blow it out of the water here. I'm sure the probability, like I said, it is low for that, but it fits perfect, right? Like the revenue model for Stadia Pro and different people playing it all over the world, and like it would be awesome.
Expansions coming soon. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Good points all around. And as Petter says, as we know, the FIFA guys are pulling away, or EA FIFA are pulling away from. What is it? Something's happening. I was all in my head and it just disappeared like a phantom in the night. Somebody's giving it to somebody and they're not doing it and all that stuff. Anyway, it's all good. So we'll find that out tomorrow. Sorry, guys. I'm absolutely useless. Getting old. Atari are doubling down, as we know. Not only did they say around the time of the beginning of the month that they were bringing out a whole ton of games. What was it they said? They said
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Black Widow, Asteroids, Combinera, Breakout. Yep. But then they just announced they're bringing out this thing. Yours.
Classic.
Mm-hmm. I really loved what they did with Centipede and Centipede Recharged. Yeah. So to see what they're going to do with Yars and Yars Recharged, so stoked for this, man. Mm-hmm. Yars was one of those games on Atari that you could just pop in and have so much fun trying to get to the insect or whatever. It's so cool.
I think these recharged games they're very surprising. I wasn't quite sure about the Centipede Recharged, how well it would do, but I've just seen nothing but praise for it on social media. People, all the different challenges and things like that, and I really think like these games are going to do well. And kudos to Atari for bringing it to Stadia Pro as well.
They kept the nostalgia of a very similar type game, and they didn't really overburden it with a bunch of new mechanics, really.
Right.
You do get a power up and Centipede and stuff, but the way they've redesigned these and made them so very simple, it's very, very compelling to a lot of people, and you're really competing against yourself and the leaderboard. And there's just a lot of compelling stuff here, and I think that Atari is going to get the lion's share of the pro money this month, and maybe some months to come with these leaderboards. So,
Yep.
Very good, Jeff. No, I mean, Chat Stadia, our good friends in Canada, they make a good point. And we know that Centipede obviously was a pro game. I think there's a fairly strong, there we go, fairly strong chance that we could see all of these coming to pro. There were dates given for when they were being released, though, and I don't believe they were staggered on a month-by-month basis, so we probably would only see a couple of them.
Yeah, I think the next one, and I don't remember off the top of my head, I think the next one is September. Then it's October, November. And then yours here is, I think it just says by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll be December. You know,
Christmas.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah,
yes.
Exactly. But I agree,
Sorry,
Rock.
sorry,
Sorry.
John.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I think they'll all be Stadia Pro games. I think so.
I do
I
too.
love you. I think, I agree. And I think behind the scenes, and this is the thing, I think Stadia have been ramping up the pro offering. I mean, it's been getting better and better, but I think we're going to be blown away in the coming months with some of the pro stuff that's going to come out. Because ultimately, what have they got that sets them apart from the fact that you can buy games, and few of the other places currently you can do that, and all the little features. But the thing that when they can turn around and say, look, you know what, for $1 more than you, Tomic, you've got 100 and 200 games in pro, and every month we're giving you these AA and AAA titles, all these day and date things, these big studio outputs.
How about trying out over 100 games?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They blew me
That's
away with
kind of
it.
amazing, isn't it?
Come on, who does that?
I know. And do you know, Ray, it's really easy for the developers to do as well. They just have to say how long they want the trial to be, and the whole thing's automatic. Just get set straight up.
Just think of all the opportunities that all the new people that are being introduced to Stadia will have in these countries that they're expanding into. They're going to have all this pro lineup, and they're also going to have all these free trials to just click and just check out, and it's really quite remarkable.
I think it's
amazing.
Back in my day, I only got a CD with a few games on it.
You got a CD with AOL on it.
AOL, that's where I was going to go.
You've got mail.
You got AOL, what more do you want? Outcasters went free to play. How amazing was that? So,
Oh my god!
it was already there for us
coming.
pro boys. Yes, of course, because it was. It's still nowhere else, is it? It's only a Stadia only game, isn't it?
Stadia, yeah.
Yeah. So it was there for pro guys, us, but you had to have the pro, and now they've widened that out so that everybody that has a Stadia account, free or paid, gets to play Outcasters free to play. Have you been seeing a lot of people playing that, guys, since that option kicked in?
Yeah, I've seen a surge in some people playing Outcasters.
Yep, and I've seen several mentions too about people saying it's a lot easier now to get into games and not having as many bots and whatnot. So,
for the people that that appreciate and like the game, and those that also stream, it's going to make it so much easier for people to just, you'll be able to throw a link right in your pin in the description saying, click here to play for free, jump on in.
Yep,
it's only good stuff. It'll definitely mean more players. So,
it's awesome, isn't it? Yep, great game, and look, there's the crew. They loved it.
And there's ice cream, scream.
It is a gorgeous looking game, I have to say. Graphically,
Yeah.
I think it's stunning, isn't it? We'll pull ourselves. We'll get rid of that. And we'll pull ourselves back up because I haven't got links for the others. I've got some stuff with links, but we've got a few things to do.
Good shout, Cloudy V. Good shout.
That's what I was basically getting at.
Good shout.
Yeah, it's remarkable for them.
He says the new players today that are signing up are getting a better experience than what we got on day one, and I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm all, absolutely. It's a cracking little game. Anthony says, I think it's great to have so many different types of gamers who migrated to Stadia. So not everyone will love everything, no. And every game that comes to Stadia, but We do love the platform. Yeah, totally, my friend. Awesome stuff. So there've been a few new other bits and pieces that arrived while we've been away. We've already mentioned Google Stadia coming to Mexico. And I spotted somebody saying in the chat that they thought the end of September 30th for that coming to Mexico.
Well, that would be FIFA usually launches the end of September, beginning of October.
Right.
So that might be, a good date to pick. But yeah, nothing officially has been announced. But that sounds like it very well could be around that time frame.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it? We have Valhalla had an update 1.5.3, which added the Bitfrost bundle. Apparently, if you go to, and this is up to July the 26th, so you've got a few more days. If you go to the Animus store, which is the store within Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you can claim a shimmering shield and an iridescent axe. Ray, you can get your shimmering shield and your.
I love the axes. I'm an axe guy.
Yes, you've got to get your chopper out in Valhalla. It's the best thing you can do.
Oh my gosh, what's Ray doing there? Jeez.
Oh
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Oh no!
Unbelievable.
Oh my god, that'll take some licking. You know Anthony's favorite game, guys, don't you?
Fast and the Furious.
What? It's no longer Marvel.
Or Marvel Avengers.
Marvel Avengers. For the sake of the news item, let's make it Marvel Avengers.
Guys, go watch Love and Thunder. Thor. Go watch it. Check it out.
Well, this is what I was going to say, Ray, because they released a new character, Jane Foster. The mighty Thor. So that was to coincide with the new movie. You've seen it, Ray. What did you think?
Oh, I thought it was great. My son was laughing. My wife thinks the lead actor is just a hunk, and she was loving. There was a certain part where he shows his abs and his body. No, don't go, John.
It was the talk of the abs that did it. He's been working out, and he feels the pain.
Damn it! You flicked too hard.
That was our half an hour with John. He's got to go. Just to put it into context. He pops in during his lunch break. Bless him. So he's working to try and get them to extend it for an hour. But that was good, and we appreciate him being able to pop in.
Love you, John.
Thank you, John. It's just bad to us now, fellas. So so you enjoyed it. The little fella enjoyed it. The wife loved it.
Yes.
I haven't been to the pictures for a long time. It's I've got so many streaming services now and so many games to play. I just can't kind of. And look, see, Anthony has corroborated. It's still his favorite game. And my wife and I did a stream where she used Jane and he used Thor, and it was pretty cool. So there you go. That's a nice little thing. And Purple Haze says, and hello, Purple Haze. And they're
Purple
back.
Haze. Thank you, Purple. She helped me get my my breakpoint save. So
I got mine back as well.
Awesome.
Thank you, Purple. Appreciate that.
Wow. And have you actually played since?
Wednesday.
No.
Wednesday.
I know. I haven't.
I just got the save this morning. So to be honest.
Oh well, fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. So that's come up. Ubisoft have thrown a couple of games. We know that Valiant Hearts that was released last week. Great game.
Yes.
You guys given that a little play?
I've watched some. Go ahead, SPG.
The art and animation looks very compelling, and I heard the story's very good. So I definitely want to check that game out. I wanted to before it was even coming to Stadia. I think it was coming to Steam when I first heard of it. I think.
Yes. Well, it's that's right. I mean, it has been around for a little while, but it's lovely because again, it's part of the new the Ubisoft Plus catalog. So there's and what was the other one? Rabbids. That was also
Rabbids.
Rabbids.
That's like a party game, man. We gotta.
It looks like it.
We gotta group up and play that, guys.
For sure. Skull and Bones is coming in November. I'm excited about that.
Some people are kind of torn. You know what? I have Ubisoft Connect, so I'm gonna try it out. I have to try it out.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Ubisoft Plus for 1 month to check the game out because the game is like expensive. It's like to get the the version that's worth anything is $100. And after looking at the actual in-depth gameplay, there's about 20 minutes of it. Yeah, it might not be the game that I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to pay the $15 to get Ubisoft Plus and check out their whole catalog, and to play that game to see if I like it. That way, I'm spending $15 rather than $100.
Okay. What out of interest? What did you guys not think it was then, or what game should it be that you were hoping?
Well,
it
so
was?
what SPG?
Okay, so what they did is they took Black Flag. Black Flag came out in 2013, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. The ship combat was so fantastic. Ubisoft got together, rubbed their hands together, and said, "We have something here. So let's make another game." It was supposed to be a multiplayer addition to Black Flag, but it kept growing and getting bigger, and then they would shut it down and then bring it back to life. And but what they essentially, it was supposed to be a pirate game, a whole new pirate game, with the mechanics of Black Flag. Well, after looking at it, the Black Flag mechanics have been watered down. You don't actually you do auto aim stuff now. You can't aim your rows of cannons the way you used to. And when you actually go get your resources, you're like sawing down like trees on the side of islands from your ship. It's really strange. It's like a mixture of you are the ship, and yet you can get off the ship as your pirate. It's kind of a mix of that. It's kind of strange. I would suggest anybody that's interested in this game to go watch the actual 20-minute gameplay, not the reveal, but the actual gameplay.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw the reveal and I was super excited.
Yeah, well, when you go to take a ship, for example, let's say you damage a ship to the point you can take it to get all the resources.
I wonder what you said then. I'm glad it was said.
So you damage the ship and then you go to claim it. Well, instead of throwing your hooks over and then jumping over and killing everyone on the ship, it's a cutscene that takes place.
Okay.
And then when you go to attack a fort in Black Flag, you would go and destroy the fort, and then you would land and then take the place over. In this game, there's a timer that's set at the top of the screen. You survive in that area, and you survive the reinforcements coming in. And now you've got all the resources. Now you can head back home to go turn them in and sell them. It's very strange, and it's not exactly what I thought. I thought I could yell at Ray, "Man the cannons," and then look at Dandroid and go, "Why aren't the sails full?"
You know what he wanted? He wanted a Sea of Thieves
with the high level of detail. They worked on this game a decade, so I thought we would see that in it, like Red Dead Redemption 2 took a decade.
This is Ubisoft Singapore's first game. So you know what, dude, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna give it a try.
A fair shake. Yeah. I'm not trying
because it does. I have to admit, it does look beautiful. It does look great. I like Black Flag.
So I can't really have Ray on my ship. If Ray joins me in the game, he's going to be in my my armada. He'll be another.
I'll be on another ship.
Yes.
I'll be on another ship, but I'll be watching your back with my big cannon.
Wow, it's fantastic. 8. So is it? Is there kind of like a battle royale aspect to it then? It seemed like there was tons of people there.
Yeah. What basically happens is you go attack a place. You get a mission like they just gave you. For resource collection, whatever. You go out to do it. There's real people out in the ocean that can watch what you're doing and interfere with you. You could go and attack an outpost, get all the resources, and then get attacked on the way back to the safe area. Before you can get the goods back, real players can come and attack you and take them, or they can see you're attacking an outpost and decide to join you, or decide, hey, we don't like that, we want to take you out. It's just strange. It's not exactly Black Flag. It's definitely its own thing.
But you did you do get to you can play it without the PvP stuff as well, can't you?
Yes, you can. Yeah, it's PvE, player against environment, and PvP, player against player, and all that stuff. And the sea shanties are back. They will be singing and stuff like that. It was one of the great things about Black Flag. But to have them take away some of the manual aiming away really bothers me a little bit.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I get it, but like you said, Ubisoft Plus, I can't remember what it is now. I think I pay about £13-14 a month or something. And then they always give you the top version of the game to play
Yeah.
as well. So you can try it out, and that's the great thing, isn't it? You know, so yeah, I agree with you. Rather than pay, what is it, $100?
$100, yep, for the
Wow.
ultimate version or whatever. And the way I was looking at it is I pre-ordered it, and then I saw what the actual gameplay was and thought, well, maybe that's not for me. So I stopped my pre-order, but I'm gonna get Ubisoft Plus to give it a fair shake.
You know what?
Because Black Flag's one of my favorites.
You might like it. You might like it.
Yeah.
That's why these subscriptions are great. I played games on subscription, ended up liking the game, and actually purchased the game. So you never know.
So true.
Absolutely.
I just, you know, if you play a game on Ubisoft Plus, William, and then you cancel it, and then you buy the game, can you pick up from where you left off, or do you have to start from scratch?
No, you keep your progression.
Oh, you do.
Yeah. Yeah, they've like mastered that really. I love Ubisoft for that kind of stuff, man.
I do.
I really do.
I think
Look at that sunset.
But I really hope this game turns out remarkable, because it's a lot of people have been waiting a very long time.
Oh my God, there's a kitty.
No, it's a flipping.
No, there was a cat.
Where?
There was a cat earlier.
That thing there.
That's not a cat.
No,
there was a cat earlier. There was a cat.
No, I'm sure he knows what a cat looks like. It must have been somewhere else.
There was a cat that was just there.
You sure it wasn't this Chinese fella?
What I guess. I don't think that your pirate and what he looks like is going to matter too much. Although they're gonna microtransaction that to make you look special, I think. But there's so much customizations with the ship. Go check out the 20-minute gameplay thing, because there's a lot of detail in there.
Actually, just the first 10 minutes with a guy carving the figurehead for the ship. Wow. That was just amazing. I watched that with my daughter, and we were like, whoa, we kind of worked out what he was doing. But it was
now, see, in Black Flag, you would have like layers. You'd be able to aim that exactly where you wanted all your cannons to go. But it looks kind of auto aim a little bit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm a horrible aimer, so I'm with
you, Ray.
I don't mind the automatic.
I'm with Ray on that. Let's aim as automatically as possible.
Exactly.
So yes. Anyway, that's going to be November, I think. Is it November?
Yes, November.
I think November. Yeah. So look, what's that down there? Can you see Ray's cat? No, it's not there. Not there.
There
mate.
was a cat on the deck.
Sorry, buddy.
Guys, rewind it and tell me in the
David,
chat.
David, I will be very careful.
Yeah.
David, you're such a perv.
Is he? Oh, what's wrong with the guy? Right. And beyond that, well, there are two bits of news really. One, which I'm just going to play this one with, is we've already mentioned this. Actually, it's not that, I don't think. Yes, it's kind of about the trials, and this was where it says in here that the developers just have to literally choose how long they want their game to be trialed under, and then everything else is taken care. And this was back in an article in March, actually, funnily enough, and we kind of forgot about it. But that's what they were looking to do back there. And of course, as we, it's like you were saying, Ray, there's 100+ games that you can just for free play the damn things. I mean, what do you want? It's amazing.
You're at an airport, you're waiting for a flight. You're at a dental office, you're shopping, or your wife is walking away grabbing stuff and you want to play, because that's what I do. And boom,
it just goes on and on and on.
Look at that. Clean.
Yeah. How many pro games? I mean, it's easy to forget how many games we've accumulated over what's coming up to 3 years, guys.
Yeah,
in a couple of months.
I got 230 something plus games, Stadia games.
It's just
most of those are pro.
Here's one for you, Ray. Gigantosaurus. There you go.
That's what she said.
I'm not wanting to blow your reputation, but that's what it's been saying. And breakdown of the latest Android APK. Now, I know this was, I think, Jack to slip and MM2K also did a breakdown of this. But I've got the screen on 9 to 5 Google. A couple of things of interest here, fellas. One is that there's going to be a new Spectator Mode.
Ooh, yes.
Now that could be interesting. It says they believe Stadia is working on a way to spectate a Stadia-powered live stream directly in the app.
That'd be awesome.
So you wouldn't need to go to YouTube. I'd hope you'd still get the views count, though, if you're a
That's
creator.
interesting. That's an interesting thought.
Because that could be that could, well, you know, I suppose it could work if you weren't if you were a casual streamer and you weren't too worried about building up your viewing count, your subs and stuff. Having said that, though, if they promoted your stream in the app and people could watch you stream in the app and they like what you do and then go on to sub to you, I could see that as amazing promotion for your channel.
I
That
agree
could
with
be
that.
really cool, couldn't it?
I've done that on other platforms where I was watching somebody stream and I just clicked, loved it, and then I followed. So I think that's great.
That could work. A too many players warning. Now, what they think this could be to do with is the newer territories coming on stream, where initially anyway they probably have reduced servers.
Well, also it could also be for all those trials.
Yes, that's
I mean,
true.
because they have so many trials now. Maybe when you go for a trial, they'll say, "Hey, you know, there'll be a queue, maybe, or you'll have to wait a second." Or
You
know.
Lo-Fi says it's not for YouTube streaming; it's more like stream connecting games. So, what are you thinking there, Lo-Fi? That you could spectate even if you don't have the game? Don't see where the benefit would be for you as the streamer if you've got one of those screens. I mean, you could watch it on YouTube anyway, so who knows? Who knows? They don't know. We don't know. But yeah, that's a good point about the too many players in the trials, actually. Where,
Yeah, and then I can't see. Also reminds me of how devs can stream on Steam. Yeah.
I can't see that in the list here. Oh, I can't see. Sorry. Yes. Of how devs can stream on Steam. Yep. And, you know, I think, again, they're looking to become more sort of, we've seen, for example, in this stream right now, you can technically sponsor memberships to people watching. Now, of course, that's kind of an old Twitch thing. So you can see how the Stadia are trying to align with some of the features there, and YouTube obviously as well. So you get that kind of more of a Twitchy experience, which will be good. And swiftly moving on, the other thing was, although I don't have a clip of it here, I know that Papa Bear Gaming got
shout out to Papa Bear.
Yeah, got a big shout out on was it 9 to 5? He was working 9 to 5, and he discovered that with the new update to Google TV with Chromecast, you can now keep your Stadia controller connected when you fire up the game, whereas before you had to keep doing the reconnection thing, which was a bit of a pain. So that was awesome. Well spotted. Got a
Purple just gave you a long message, Rock.
Purple says, hope it's a good one. I'm going to have to read it out.
I can read it. I take a break. I can read it.
Ray.
Rokk Show. Imagine a parent who wants to walk through the game, or if someone doesn't want to play but wants to hang out and watch. Some people don't feel comfortable streaming to YouTube and want real time.
Yeah, good shout.
That's a great point, Purple.
Yeah,
very good point. She's so brilliant.
And Ray, beautifully delivered, my friend. Beautifully delivered.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. Take a break. You know.
A flying visit from our good friend Lee over at CGD.
Stimulation. What's going on,
Lee
brother?
is back on YouTube tonight, guys, 9 p.m. So
awesome.
make sure you go and watch his amazing videos. He actually does a really great job. Don't know what he's doing tonight. It might be a bit of farming simulator or a bit of power wash.
It's Mancer Looper or some. I mean, God,
Well,
I say
I
that
don't even
wrong.
know what that word is.
Mancer Looper.
Ray, I don't even know what you said.
Lee, help me out. I just butchered that.
Mancer
game.
Looper. Wow.
Sounds like a horrible breakfast cereal, man.
Who would want to be looping their mants? That's what I'd say.
The manth looper.
Oh, finger on the pulse there, Ray, says CGD. He's struggling, mate. It's the time of year and the cider that he keeps drinking. It's just rotting his brains out. What can you do?
Am I alcoholic now?
That was it for the news. Unless you've got anything else, fellas, that you want to bring to the party.
Nope.
Oh no.
No news is good news, as you know. Right, shall we move along? We've got I was going to say we've got Judge John's, but no, we did that one. We kicked it in early, didn't we?
Yes,
we have got something amazing though, Ray, which I think you're going to really enjoy. I'm just buying time while I queue this up. Let me see. Yes, it has indeed been processed in time. William, how are you getting on with your 4K kit, by the way? This new piece of kit that you've built.
Really good, man. Really good. I have to. I was going to cannibalize 3 fans from my old PC, and the fans aren't compatible. Like I can't put them in this thing, so I had to order 3 fans. But after that, it's fully done. But it's a fantastic rig, man. Got a Intel Core i9 and a 3080. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think that's what I've got on mine, i9 and a 3080. This thing here. But no, it's great to see you feeling all chipper doing your big 4K stuff. And funnily enough that you are feeling chipper and doing your 4K stuff, we happen to have. Let's get rid of that one. There it goes. Goodbye. We happen to have Stadia Pro. I got there in the end. Stadia Pro Gaming tips. But before we tell you what he's going to be pro tipping, and he's going to be doing it on his amazing 4K video, I'm going to play this. Ba-ba-ba-bum. What are you doing for us today, Stadia Pro?
Well, today I'm going to give you some tips on Centipede Recharged, man. It's a fantastic game. Atari has blown me away with this title. It's very simple. It's the same board through all 3 little mini games they have or variations they have on the Centipede. Classic is the hardest because you get 1 life. And there is absolutely no power-ups. There are these little spiders that come from the side of the screens, and when you kill them, you get a power-up, and it sets you up for success. There is a bit of a randomness to the game. It's RNG for what power-ups get dropped, so your runs can vary greatly. You might get the power-up you really need. They might give you one that really, really stinks. And then on top of that, there's also strategy. One of the strategies is when you get, if you see me get real close to a mushroom, it's so that my shot starts speeding up. So it's almost like you've got a power up when you don't. So you can get right up behind a mushroom and shoot fast and then bounce away from them. Another strategy is if you see these the centipedes, they start to come down in a row really fast at you and they glow colors. As they're coming down at you, if you shoot them in a single column, you create a barrier for yourself that it can box you in and it can also box them out. Now, the centipedes will 99% of the time adhere to the rules of the game. But when you get so many of them packed together, sometimes they will cheat a little bit and they'll go around a mushroom. But that can happen. One strategy would be to save your little spiders, but I'll warn you that the spiders have a much larger hitbox, and the hitbox is the area around the thing that can kill you. So it's much better to take the spiders out as soon as you can, get the power up that you want. They last a long time floating there. And all that stuff. What else? Those little things that are going down the screen, those are worth the most points. So definitely hit those. The mode I'm playing right now is the Centipede Recharged mode. Is it Centipede Recharged Classic mode? I think that's what it is. You have 3 lives up in the top left corner. Now, I am on the leaderboard for Centipede worldwide and the friends on every single mode, within 10 or 15. But Project Storm is so fantastic at this game. He played this mode right here for like 6 hours without dying. So how he did it is, besides being really good at this game, is how he did it is the more points you get, the more lives you start to collect. So if your points can stay ahead of your deaths, you can perpetually play this forever. But it gets really fast, really intense, and you will make a mistake and you will die, and then you'll run out of lives. Now the centipedes, here's another little trick. The centipedes will not move out of sync, really. So you see the one, like how I'm killing them, that I'm underneath them. They're not going to come straight down at me usually. It's just not a movement they really do. They'll move up. So if they are, just keep track of the lines that your thing is on. As long as you're moving around those guys precisely, you're not going to die. But once the screen gets flooded, you're behind the 8 ball, and just one little thing, you're going to die. And one other trick or tip is mess with your mouse speed, because the faster is better. But if you move your hand fast enough, you will institute some lag, and your character will disappear. And if he disappears, you have no idea where he's going to reappear, and one little sprite can kill you. So get out there and work at it. You guys can get on the leaderboards. The leaderboards are not just for Stadia; it's for the actual whole game, for every console. And you can actually make a dent in it. I think on my friends list, and I've got a very large friends list, I'm number 4, I think, in the friends list, and then I'm number 6. I don't know. We'll see here when I die here at the very end here, where I'm at on the leaderboard. But this game, my hat goes off to Atari for making such a overly simplistic game that is so much fun. There's number 4, in the friends, and then I bet you Project Storm was number 1. RiseX number 2. Purple Haze number 3. Shout out to Purple.
Wow,
yeah, she's awesome.
You guys have got way too much time. That is amazing. Do you know, as always, William, whenever you do a pro gaming tips, it doesn't matter what the game is, I always end up thinking, I didn't realize there was so much to this game.
There's a lot to it.
I love it. Have you tried playing it on another screen, like a mobile device or a tablet or anything?
Not on another screen, but I did play it on my big screen TV with the controller. Yeah. And I'm telling you, the bigger the screen does help, because you have much more space between the hitbox on the little characters.
Right.
And like I said, as long as you're precise, there can be chaos going all over the place, but as long as you're precise and you're moving just right, you're not going to get touched.
Anthony gave you a little note.
Oh, all right. Project Storm score is baby crap to me. I just don't feel like wasting time on this game because it's beneath me. I prefer to spend time whooping bums in Stadia's best racer, Fast and Furious. Listen up, Anthony. That game is not too fast, and it is certainly not furious or serious. And don't crap on Project Storm score, because I think you're like, 35th? I don't know. You got some work to do, okay, Anthony? For being the pro or the champ, the all-purpose champ, you have some work to do on Centipede.
Bless him. So you haven't tried it on a mobile, but I've always assumed that this would be a perfect game on a small screen. Although they are tiny little characters, aren't they, I suppose?
They are. And it gets very hectic. I mean, the screen fills up really, really fast. And those little mushrooms, those things falling, they put mushrooms at the bottom of the screen that kind of stop you. If you're not paying attention, you'll get trapped and you can't move, and then you're dead.
Yeah. Wow. It seems like a young man's game to me, William. Needs for a fast response that has all but dwindled from my old arthritic fingers.
Well, I got to cussing trying to get the high score, and my wife, she was like, "I have never seen you smile so big and cuss at the same time." She said that. She said that game's not for you. I said, "No, it is. It's perfect."
That is superb. So go and this is a new upload from William today, isn't it? I think.
Say it again.
Popped it up today, brand new upload for William. So go and watch this on Stadia Pro Gaming's channel, and I'm sure throughout the whole game you're giving all these kinds of tips and thoughts on how to play the game.
Yeah,
because I know you love to share your experiences.
It's an amazing game. But it's very oversimplistic. You know, it may be too simple for Cowboy. I don't know, but it's it's overly simplistic, and you're trying to beat your own score. Maybe that's it. He can't look at himself in the mirror and say, "Oh man," I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
Big thank you for popping in to Primo.
Rock, I just got your message and I put it in.
Thank you, my friend. Primo is on training right now on one of the highest mountains in Hawaii. As part of his army training. So the fact that he's driving down that mountain and watching us is amazing. So thank you, my friend.
It is.
Really
well, for us here in the States, Primo, thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You see any red flaming gooey stuff coming out, run.
That's called magma.
Especially if it's coming out of the mountain. That's the place you want to visit.
Hey, I know that guy.
If it's coming from anywhere else, run to the nearest doctors. That's what I would say. Right, then on to our next and final feature. I love this feature. We all love this feature because it involves this video, which we all.
It's my absolute favorite.
Oh, isn't it just brilliant? It's Ray's praise time. Ray, who are we praising? Who are you praising this week?
It is a fellow Stadian, a good friend of mine. He's been doing Stadia for a long time. He just got over 100 subscribers. Congratulations.
Awesome.
He did a video 2 days ago with his girlfriend playing Five Nights at Freddy Security Breach, and it got over 800 and something views, folks.
Wow.
Shout out to Suna, aka Bibbidi Bop.
Oh, that is awesome. Do you know that game is getting massive views for people that are streaming it, isn't it? Except for me.
Isn't that how it works, right?
Forget that. We are here to celebrate Bippity Bop Sooner, as is the name of the channel. Tell us all about Bippity Bop's channel, Ray.
Well, first of all, so he used to go like Bibbidi Bop, but he changed his name to Suna.
Gotcha.
And when you go to his YouTube channel, you're gonna see him, not see his face, but he's doing the Stadia streaming, but you're gonna see the awesome gameplay. He is one of the best Destiny 2 players I've ever seen. He is amazing when it comes to Destiny 2.
Wow.
Here you can see him playing It Came from Outer Space and Ate My Brains. Look at this right here. He does he does reviews. He talks about certain features on the game.
Yeah.
I know he works a lot with MM2K on his channel on Stadia Doses, but I mean, look right here. You can see he's got like pie graphs. I mean, he does a lot of big promoter of cloud gaming, big promoter of Stadia. But I just want to give him a praise and a shout out because he's such an amazing person. He does pop in your streams. He's popped in my streams. Wonderful, positive person. Yeah. We love you, Bibbidi Bop, aka Suna Bibbidi Bop. You guys go help him out. And then once again, congratulations for getting over 100 subs on his channel. He should have way more because he's an amazing gamer. Amazing gamer. So you guys give him some support and some love. And Suna, just keep doing your thing, man. Just wanted to let you know that we appreciate you out here in this community. And we've known you mean a lot to Stadia. You go way back.
Thank you, my friend. And as always, all details will be in the description after the show. So I'll put the link to the channel and obviously to Twitter and anything else as well, so that you guys can go and follow and enjoy it. So there you go. Thank you so much, Ray. That was a beautiful
Not a
Ray's
problem.
praise, as always.
And there goes Anthony talking about what do you do, man? You becoming like Jeff now, just trolling and just talking smack. I thought you was the limitless gamer. What's going on, man?
I haven't seen Anthony play Destiny for a while. It used to be his favorite game.
He's playing Fast and the Furious.
No, the truth of it is they took away. I was told this just yesterday by somebody. I forget who it was, but they removed the power charge up fist thing, so he hasn't played it since then. Where you could one punch kill people.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was a brilliant Ray's praise. I'm just going to hide that because, fellas, it's the end of the show. It's where we get to sing our song. Did I tell you about the song, guys? That I didn't know. Yeah, that's it. Don't worry, no singing will come because we're just we're musicians. We don't sing.
That's right.
John, of course, is going to be on. I'm just going to quickly have a look at John's channel so I can tell you what he's coming up. I tell you what, while I look for John's channel, Ray, tell us what you're up to this coming week.
Well, guys, I love Stadia Death, but I also play on other platforms. So tonight I'll be doing Luna, Starlink. Tomorrow I'll be doing some power washing simulator, and then Saturday I do Stadia Wreckfest with the Wreckfest. My good friends in the Wreckfest Stadia community. We have a ball playing that. And but right now I'm about to play me some Stray Cats on the PS5, and then I think As Dusk Till Dawn is out as well, so you guys check that out. But I love all platforms, folks. Enjoy these games.
Bless you, my friend. And how about you, William? What have you
be
doing?
I'm going to be doing a BG3 stream here this week at some point. They just had a new patch out that made it 4K 60, so I can. Yep, the BG3, Baldur's Gate 3. So I can test out that and stream some of that. I want to give a big shout out to Ray and Jeff Gignac. I wasn't able to make Retro Rewind on Sunday, but they stepped up and hosted it and did a fantastic job. So thank you both very, very much for interviewing the guests and everything. You guys did amazing. Amazing.
Good fellas. Jeff's lost a bit of weight, hasn't he?
On his eyebrow.
I thought he looked like he lost a bit of weight.
Oh, and Levi, thank you for the donation to the Rock. Thank you.
Thank you. Lee's. But wait, mate, get in touch. We're supposed to be playing some stuff, some games, Division 2 and what have you. So I'm having a look on John's channel, and normally he has what he's got coming up, but I can't find anything here. But of course, he's got the old Stadium Connect North. That'll be next.
Seeing the views on Five Nights at Freddy's, though, expect one of those 4K streams coming soon.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
Everybody that's doing Five Nights at Freddy's is getting unbelievable numbers. Except for me. So anyway, anyway, John, I'm sure we'll have something coming up very soon, maybe even later today, because I know he does try and stream as often as he possibly can. There you go on that channel. So there you go, fellas. I have been let me just hide John there. I've been trying to stream every day, actually. What was it I played? Oh, Strange Brigade the other day. Then I've done a few of the old My Time on Frog Island. For the next 4 weeks, I'm actually going to be doing Five Nights at Freddy's. No, it's I don't know. I'll be doing something this week if possible, says Levi. That sounds good to me, my friend. Let's do it. My next Stadia stream is going to be with Lee, and it's going to be the Division 2. And we're going to be we're going to be finishing the New York DLC because we were that close when we last played. So that's happening every single day. And then, of course,
I need some tips for that game from you, man, because I find it very overwhelming.
Division 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's well, you and me both, bro. It's the,
Okay. So it's not just me.
it's the progression bit that is overwhelming,
Yes.
right? Where you
Yes.
pick up stuff and you think, oh, do I put this on? Is it better than the thing I had?
Do I just scrap it? Do I? Yeah.
They've upped their game a little bit. It's a little bit cleaner and easier now. But yeah, of course. Well, you must jump in and play with us. It's a 3-man thing. I was going to say something then when you said that. I thought, oh, that's profound, and the audience will love that. And it went.
Oh, got to be careful with those farts in the wind.
Oh, I remember. I put a video up. Ray, you like this? I put a video up on deeply relaxing videos.
Yes.
Now you know that it's my little. I'll be honest with you. I put this channel together really as a legacy for my girls, because I thought, you know what, if it took off, it would be nice for them to have it, make a few pounds as it goes forward. Anyway, I put a video up this week because a few people said to me, Rock, why don't you do something with your voice? Something a bit more hypnotic. So I did, and I have done a video, which is.
You got to play the video.
Do you want to hear
play
it?
the video?
Do you want to hear it?
I want to hear it.
Okay, I'll put it on. Hang on. It's not very. I mean, the video's an hour long, but the whole hypnosis. It's a self-hypnosis. Guided self-hypnosis. So I teach you how to hypnotize, not properly like, boom, I'm a chicken, but get yourself into a deep delta wave. Here we go. Guys, tell me if you can hear this. We're going to play.
Don't forget, guys, you can give subs now on The Rokk Show.
You can actually, you and also this channel is monetized now as well. So if you do watch, I might get a couple of pence. Here we go, a little bit, just to whet your appetite. I'll bring it up on the screen. Here we go. So you've got this beautiful sort of relaxing beach seaside with the sound of the waves and a little bit of music, and yours truly. Oh, press play. Release the tension as you breathe out. You are feeling that part of your body become See, William's gone already. More relaxed with each breath.
That's amazing.
Imagine what total relaxation feels like. There you go, little snippet. So go and watch that. It's had a few people. I only launched it yesterday, but please go and have a little listen, see what you think. So that went up yesterday. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing a bit of that stuff and other stuff. But back next Tuesday for this amazing show. I tell you what, guys, I'm so chuffed to be back with you fellas.
Yes,
so much
absolutely
fun.
Brilliant. Love you guys to pieces. Shame John couldn't make for the whole video, but he's hoping next week he might be able to do it. So I can't see. He's going to have a little watch. Thank you for that, my friend. Primo, I had you in mind.
Meditation. I thought he said medication.
Yeah, no, I won't be doing that. Yeah. Get your tablets from Walgreens. Would I do that to you guys? No sponsorship here. Fellas, thank you so much. Another amazing show. We shall see you all next Tuesday. There will, I'm sure, be a This Week on Stadia next week as well. So look out for that. Guys, have a fantastic time this week on your Stadia games. And see you all in the cloud. Take care. Say goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you, guys.
Rock is darker than Ray. How rude.
Ow. What the hell?
Primo at the end. Now we got to
Primo, you getting canceled now. I'm calling all my brothers.